Hi everyone, this is Teresa from Base 10 Montessori, and today I'm going to go over the third lesson with the teen boards. Now in this lesson, we are going to combine quantity and symbol together. So this is going to be the complete lesson and the first time working with the teen numbers with the quantity. Now if you're looking for the first two lessons with the teen boards, I'm going to put them in my playlist for Group 3 Math. And so that's going to be down in the comment section below. You can click down there and you can look at the other videos in this math group area. So today we are combining symbol and quantity, and this is how the setup will look. You're going to have your 10 bars over here. There'll be 9 of them. And then you're going to have your inverted triangle of the colored beads. And then you are going to have both boards. In my previous video, I stated how this board actually properly put together stacks below the first board. However, because of my filming limitations, we are going to do this side by side today. So just remember that these stack vertically, they don't go parallel side by side. And of course, we have our number cards to the right, which we'll be using for this as well. So with that being said, let's jump into the first part of this lesson. This says 11. This is 11. So this says 11. This is 11. And if you need to at this point, you can stop and have them count the quantity. Then you're going to move on to 12. This says 12. This is 12. And again, you can invite them to count if you would like. And so you're going to keep going all the way through 19. This says 13. This is 13. This says 14. This is 14. This says 15. This is 15. This says 16. This is 16. This says 17. This is 17. This says 18. This is 18. This says 19. This is 19. So once we've introduced all of our quantity and numbers together, just like this, remember this says 11, right? We're reading the numbers. We're reading the symbol. And then this is the quantity. So this is the quantity, this is the symbol. So we need to emphasize that this says 11, this says 12, but this quantity, it is 12. It is 11. After that, we're going to put everything back and invite our students to play a game with us. So let's pause for a second, reset, and I'll show you what that looks like. For the next part, we're going to play a game where we're just going to pick a random number and put it in the slot. And we can ask them, what does this say? And then we can ask them, how do you build it? What does it look like? So this is 19. And then we're going to ask them to build 19. Let's just make sure these are random. Let's see here. What does this say? This says 15. Can you build 15? So this says 15, this is 15. So you can keep going in this manner as much as you want. Put things in a random order, ask them to say what it says, and then to build it on the left side. Once you've done that part of the lesson, you can invert the game. So for instance, you can put out 19 in the quantity and ask them to make 19 with the symbols. So this is 19. What does it look like to make 19 with the numbers? So then they'll have to look through their numbers and find the correct one. And remember, when you're dealing with 19, a little tip I like to use is remind them that 9 stands up. There's the leg, it's standing up. 6 sits down, so it's sitting down. You might have a teens board or a tens board where the numbers are identical. These are a little bit different, right? They're a little bit different style. And so when you look at them, they are slightly different, but not all boards are built that way. Sometimes they make them exactly identical and it doesn't matter which one is used for the 9 or the 6. And if that's the case, just tell them 6 sits down, 9 stands up. And so you can just help them remember that with that little tip right there. So anyways, you can play this game one of two ways. You can build the number symbols first for them and have them build it with the beads. Or you can reverse it where you build the beads and they have to go find the symbol. So you can play that game either way, and you can continue with this game for as long as they're interested. And then you can also, of course, pair them with another student, or one student builds the symbol and the other student builds the quantity. and they can work independently on this as much as they would like. Now, if the first 2 lessons were really easy for your student, you might get through all 3 of these teen board lessons in one day. It's okay to do this as quickly as your student needs, but it's also okay to take your time. So just remember to follow your student, and if you need to go slower, go as slow as you need to go. But if you want to go and put all 3 of these lessons together in the same sitting because you're maybe working with a little bit of an older student and you're doing some remedial work, or your student is picking up on it quickly, again, follow your student and go as fast or as slow as you need to through these lessons. And I will try to make a video where I combine all 3 of these lessons together more quickly and edit it down a little bit so you can have a quick reference guide to all 3 of the teen board lessons. So what is the control of error in this lesson? The control of error in this lesson is actually the counting of the beads. That's going to help us determine if we've put the right symbol in. So this is one control of error right here. When we start combining it together, the control of error is going to be in the beads. Now in the last lesson, we said there is no control of error when we're just working with these symbols on their own. There's no control of error. It's just within the child to understand and recognize the symbols. However, when we start introducing them together with the beads, this becomes the control of error and lets the student know if they've done the lesson correctly. The age is about 4 years old, and the direct purpose is to associate the quantities and the symbols of the numbers 11 through 19. And that's it. That's the last lesson for the teen boards. And after this, we're going to work on a video lesson for the tens board, which is just going to be all one video. So we'll push through that lesson pretty quickly, and then this group 3 math will be complete. And as I said at the beginning, the playlist for group 3 math is going to be down below in the comment section, so make sure to look for that. And any other resources I have to share will also be in the comment section down below. With that being said, I hope you've liked this video. If you have, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.